Hello tonight. Welcome, folks, to the Lantamer stream. Good to have you tonight. Oh, 1 second. That sound threw me off for a second. My virtual machine is booting up Windows Virtual Machine because there's a cool feature of Boson that I learned today that I'm going to show you here in a minute. You may already know about it, but I did not, or I hadn't paid any attention to it. So it's going to help me out. May help you out as well. But yeah, this is my cool wallpaper. I really dig this wallpaper. This lady is just, I'm just imagining like extending the analogy. She's taming here. She's got multicast and OSPF v3, and she's just taking care of business. So that's what we're doing here tonight too, guys. Taming our networks, taming our LANs. Not lions, but LANs. But anyway, I thought this was cool. Came across this today in Creative Commons on Flickr. But yeah, let's talk some networking stuff. Let's make sure Nightbot is up. Hey, Nightbot's always there, faithful. Yeah, Boson. So there's a feature where you can save an exam for later. I didn't realize. I know it prompts you when you finish exam, or at the end when you finish a test. You can click to save the exam. It'll actually let you save it out to a file. And that static file saves the state of the exam that you're in, whichever question you're on, whichever questions that are remaining to be taken. It saves your timer, all your settings, and essentially you open that file from your hard drive or wherever you save it, and you're right back where you were, which is awesome. Especially if you're trying to take test questions or break up a test between lunch breaks, or you don't have a lot of time at night and you just can only do a few questions. You can pick right back up from where you started. I thought that was so cool, and it probably would have changed the way I did things earlier in certain cases. So that's really slick. So let me see if this will actually let me do this. Yeah, we'll give that a minute to boot up there. I have a slow Windows 7 virtual machine that I keep around that still works on this Mac. It's got some Office software and things like that, but hope everyone's having a good Wednesday night. That feature I'll show you in a sec, once that comes up. Still making preparations for Cisco Live, so I've got to get on, hopefully tonight I'll get on and propose like a place we can go. Or, there's already, I think, a place sort of picked out. That's in our Discord server under Cisco Live. I know there's been some discussion about that. So I'm going to go through those options that we talked about. And, if we need to make a reservation, I'm going to check the place out. Maybe I can go ahead and make a reservation, my name, etc., so that we can get that lined up for that Tuesday night. So, because 11 days is coming. Also started to today when I was on a call. I just had a minute here to kind of go through some of my things to get ready. I realized, I only have one of these chargers. It's an HP. Introducing the next generation of printing. Ooh. I've got this at a show not too long ago. I think it was maybe last year or something, but it might have been at the Citrix Synergy show that I went to last year for just some of the goodies. But anyway, I don't think this is going to do it. It's in DC 5 volt out, DC 6 5 volt, but yeah, I've got to check on this and see. It doesn't hold an extremely long charge. So probably tonight, I'm starting to make a few little preparations. I should have done this a while ago, but thank goodness for Amazon, right? I'm going to go on and order. If you have any products that you've liked or have used that, you can vouch for that you think work pretty good. I think one of the other forums, somebody had suggested some models that they use, and I think they take two to Cisco Live. Because that is one of the big things, right, is all outlets are going to be used everywhere. And you're going to be on your phone all day, maybe taking notes. I'm going to be trying to stream a little bit. So power has to be taken care of, right? So that's one thing I got out today. And I'll probably use this as like a third backup, but I think I'm going to order two of these. And then I have this selfie stick. I've never done a lot of vlogging, guys. I like streaming. You know, like Casey Neistat has a really like expensive camera, and he's got this cool tripod. And no, we're just gonna do something simple, just to get our feet wet in this thing called streaming and vlogging on Twitch. And what better place to get your start at Cisco Live, right? But I'm going to try it with this. And I played with a couple lenses I have today. I bought these on Amazon for like 16 bucks. And I think I lost one of them because I want to use a wide angle. So I was playing with this a little bit today. I need to test this out probably this weekend or tonight. I may need to test this out a little bit and just make sure that these work, so that, you know, we can do a little bit of vlogging. So just getting the tools sort of ready for the event, and probably need to do some ordering of some stuff tonight. Just make sure it comes in, it's the right thing. But yeah, it's coming up soon, so really excited about that. Where am I on the written exam? So last night I did some study. I posted an article. I should have posted it here, actually. Found a great article that had to do with SRR, shared round robin. Let me see if I can find it on Discord. So yeah, we're in routing switching, talking about a few things. Yeah. I don't remember if I posted this last night on the agenda or not. If not, this is a good article just for QoS in general. Now, I'm not saying it's a good one just to pick up. Again, it's the 3750X configuration guide. And I did not expect to find a really good summary buried here on just QoS in general. But it had some really good diagrams here. I was impressed. I don't know if they took this from something else and just changed it or modified it to suit this platform. You know, it's an edge switch. But they did a good job. And it was actually very helpful. In particular, you know, I talked about it a little bit yesterday. But I don't think I posted this, so let me just make sure that we have it on the agenda from last time, because if we don't, it's definitely going in. Really good article, though, and, you know, I finished reading that. Yeah, I didn't have it, so we're going to put it in tonight's agenda, and it'll be on the YouTube video here down below if you're watching on YouTube. A great QoS article, QoS explainer from 3750, 3760 config guide. I was impressed. I was impressed with the article, and it was very helpful, in particular with the features talking about shared round robin and shaped round robin queuing on that platform. And there was a question about that on Boson. That's what got me going down that trail. So really good. Again, guys, if you're not on the Discord, definitely check us out on Discord. There's a server URL, you know, a lot of good stuff going on in there. We got, you know, more and more members, and the main thing is the discussion that goes on. We get into some very technical things. We help each other out, understanding labs. One thing that was posted earlier today, this is from Show IP Interface Brief in the Discord channel, was quite a detailed and informative discussion on neighbor discovery, sometimes called ND. He calls it also NDP, you know, IPv6. So really good stuff here. I highly recommend this read. It was a very well done blog, and it's Medium. I don't know anything about Medium. They have a membership. I don't know what this is, but it looks intriguing, right? $5 a month. Interesting. I'm may check that out and see what that's about. But tonight I'm gonna finish sort of cleaning up. I did start a Boson exam. I'm not trying to rifle through it like I have on some of the others. This is just keeping things fresh. I'm gonna go through probably some flashcards and do some more preps for Cisco Live, you know, some of this logistics type stuff. So that's what I'll be working on tonight. And, you know, it's not as intense as it was before. When I went through and I did the blueprint this last time, I did an inventory of the blueprint. I had some definitive areas that I had rated C that I knew, okay, I really need to dive into these topics deeper. And I've pretty much done that. I'm not saying that I'm cruising by any means. I'm not saying that I'm satisfied with my knowledge yet, but I think a lot of these will probably be B's. In fact, I might do this tonight, is go back through this and see if there are any that I can honestly say are C or just total, that I'm really behind, do not understand, won't be able to answer questions on. I never thought I'd say this, but I think I may be all A's and B's on this now. It definitely doesn't mean that I want to get complacent at all. I need to keep sharp, and I don't want to get the feeling, oh, I got this, I can just take it easy from here on out. No way. That's not what's going to happen. I need to stay sharp. Still, you know how they say when you're about to go on stage and give a talk or presentation that a little nervousness is a positive thing? I feel that same way about an exam. You never want to say, I got this, rest on your laurels, and then you get blindsided at the exam, right? So that's kind of my attitude right now for the next 11 days. I'm going to take a little time to take care of some of these logistics that I should have taken care of already, but I feel at least a little more relaxed about doing that. But we're just going to do cleanup, drills, flashcards, things like that each night up until I think, the exam. And of course, as I mentioned, 9 days from now, no, it's less than that. So tonight is Wednesday night. I will be working at my job normally next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then have Thursday off and have Friday off. That is for last preparations, and Thursday in particular is going to be, it's going to be a hard day. Like in other words, it's going to be a study hard day. Like we're just going to, drill till we bleed, basically, to use a bad expression. But anyway, we're just going to go to town, and then Friday is going to be, it's going to be relax. I'm going to take a ride on the motorcycle, and then Saturday, which is the day prior to the exam, just going to make sure I get plenty of rest. I may do the drill worksheet one last time, and I may review a couple little areas, take a few Boson questions, do a few flashcards, and then Sunday is the day, right? So that's the plan going forward. Meat chunks. I've got just a couple to talk to y'all about tonight. One is, I've tweeted about this, I believe. I've mentioned it here before. I saw another tweet on this today. So this thing is coming, and I revisited the website. I have not been to this website in probably over a month. I wasn't sure if I'd signed up, so I put my email in here, and it said, hey, stop, you've already subscribed. Stop trying to subscribe. It gave me a little message. But I'm very intrigued. I am very intrigued, for sure. And it's saying now, I don't remember seeing this. I could be wrong. Summer 2018. So if you want to see when this comes out, see these announcements, definitely check it out. There was a page that I found. So if you Google, you'll notice here that all you get on the homepage is sort of this banner ad, and you get links to social media. There's a Twitter, and that doesn't go anywhere. Look at that. Oh, that's Facebook. That's why. Who cares? So the URL is http://qewig.com/$. But if you Google search this, now hold on a second. Somewhere I saw, I don't even know what this word qewig means. It was in another browser here. Man, I could have swore that there was another page. Let me check. 1 second. This is very intriguing, guys. Yes, I knew there was a page. Okay, I don't remember how I found it. I thought it was from, maybe it was a tweet. Maybe it's a Google search, but if you go to qewig.com/features, of course, we're interested in any lab software, right? We love this stuff. I want to try it all. It appears, of course, that there will be multiple versions, like GNS3. Technically speaking, GNS3 does have a supported version. You know, there's a professional and a community version of EvenG. Viral is not free, and it has multiple tiers of the software. Obviously, qewig is going to come out, and it's going to have a free version and a not free version. What that price is, I have no idea. No one's, you know, I haven't seen any information about that. But just looking at the features, it looks very much on par with a lot of the other lab software, network labbing software that we have available. Docker container support, multi-console access, that's in the free version. Hot add interfaces, Docker Wireshark capture, that's an interesting concept. I actually like it. You know, don't worry, why worry about installing and keeping your own installation of Wireshark? Just use Docker. Golang QEMU wrapper. Now this is interesting. So QEMU, of course, is a part of any lab software because of some of the images. All lab objects are stored in a database. Advanced statistics. This I kind of like. I'd like to see more statistics, more granular statistics on some of the utilization, especially if you're working on a system with limited resources. You can sometimes, instead of just seeing overall CPU utilization, can you see, you know, we'll see what this brings. And of course, I will be evaluating it, at least the free version. What does the lab environment look like? Very good question. And yeah, it's still not released, of course, but if there's a Twitter account, let me find it for you. DeBizzle, great to have you on tonight, man. Hope you're having a good night. The way you see previews of qewig is from one of the developers has been posting on Twitter. And I think if you just search hashtag okay, Justin Guagliata. So he has had a few little okay, so here we go. Here are some of the statistics. And I don't know if this GIF, if I can show this. This looks interesting, though. Look what he's doing. That's a big lab. To me, it looks, to be honest, new virtual lab demo showing multiple open labs and lab sharing between users. This looks a lot like EvenG. So yeah, this person has been releasing these little video or GIF snippets. It does look like Eve. Yeah, and I posted this back on May 9th because someone mentioned me, said, hey, maybe Lantamer will have to do a, you know, comparison. And I was like, heck yeah, let's do it. Just let me know when I get my grubby hands on qewig. It looks pretty awesome. So this is April 12th. So there have been a few updates here, but I'm in. I'm totally in. I want to see it. Okay, this is something May 2nd. Spanning virtual. Okay, yeah, so here's a video. Yeah, this cool stuff. So I would follow this person. As a matter of fact, I find it interesting, the Twitter handle that he's using, but let me post these on here so anybody else can have it. qewig site, developer, Twitter, breaking the web. No matter what happens to me, it's great because, you know, the more software there is out there, there's some competition heating up. There's definitely some competition heating up, which I think is awesome. Oh, thank you, DeBizzle. That's cool. Yeah, awesome. Appreciate that, man. If anybody's watching, you can click on that link and check it out. The other link I wanted to find is the one that I saw on Google, the features list. So yeah, that's another. Yeah, in fact, I wonder. It really does make me wonder. You know, is this tied in with Eve? Is this related at all? So yeah, very, very similar. So we'll see what it does. I think it's great. You know, bring it on. Let's see. See what it'll do. All right, so one thing I'm going to look at, let me see if this virtual machine is booted up here, and I can show this feature, and then we'll wrap it up, guys, gals. But yeah, let me move this, create a new desktop here. Put this on its own. And I'll show this brief feature. Great feature, man. I mean, the more I learn about Boson, the more I'm impressed about this product. Like I said, this machine. Okay, so let's see. Oh man, I don't. Okay, so here's where you can browse. So I think, you know, like when you finish an exam, you go through. Let's do one. So let's say I start and I do random exams. And I'm going to move this off the screen, right? Because this is, you know, their material and all. But I'm going to move it over here, and I'm going to say, I'm just going to do, I can go up to the File menu, and I can do File, Save. And I can save it to the desktop. Exam 1. And I'm going to close the software, and then I'm going to move it back so y'all can see this. So now my document is here, exam1.exm. Use a .exm format. And then all you do is just relaunch. And let's see if it's remembered here. I have, you know, you have to use your email and your license to use the software, but you can use it on multiple machines. So I have this on a Windows laptop that I can use from the living room. And of course I have it on a virtual machine here, and it's perfectly fine. Okay, it's not in saved exams, but I can go browse, desktop, and it puts me right back where I was, which is super cool. So yeah, don't forget about using that feature if you're leveraging the Boson exam sim. And again, it's not just for the CCI written. They have this number of CCNP exams, not just Cisco exams. I think they have other exams too, but just a great product, right? Legit way to really do your prep. But that's all I got, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you tonight, the Bizzle. Anybody else in the chat? Appreciate you all hanging out tonight. Hit those studies, man. Hit those books. Tame your lands and work towards those certs. If you haven't followed us yet here on Twitter, please click that follow button. You can also sub if you have a free Amazon Prime account, or if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime sub every month. And appreciate all the support. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Y'all always encourage me. You know, when I see people, especially in the Discord, talking about their struggles, what they're learning, things that they're discovering, the magic of learning new things, it's always very exciting to me, and it, you know, helps me out too. So thanks for stopping in, folks, and we shall see you. If all goes well, we'll see you back here tomorrow night, same time, at the Lantamers stream. Have a great night, folks.